Alright, here are your video directions for doing the Life Table Lab. As the lab handout says, you need to go to the lincolnlibrary.info website. Once you're there, you're going to scroll all the way down until you get to Internet Resources and the Oak Ridge Cemetery Internment Records. You click on that, and it will take you to the internment records. You're going to be in two different places. It gives you directions for how to get to both of them. We're just going to look at one. You're going to start with Volume 1. So we open up the Volume 1 internment records. And then the directions are we're going to go to 1867, which starts on page 36. So I'm going to flip over here to page 36. And if we pull these up, what we see is that the 1867 records start at the very bottom here. So you're going to be working through looking at all of the records, or as many of them as you need, from 1867. You can also flip over to the next page if you need to, and almost all of this data then should be from 1867. You'll notice January, February, and we've got some dates mixed in here. Now, if you have a tough time reading what's there, you can increase the magnification by clicking on the slider here. And what you are going to need to do is find 100 individuals of the same gender. So you're going to pick either male or female and use the same for both years that you're going to be analyzing, and then you're going to go and find out information. Now, you may notice that there isn't a column on here for gender, so it doesn't say male or female. You have to figure that out from the name. So you're going to have to be able to read their name, and based on that, guess their gender. So for instance, Mary right here is most likely going to be female. If I had chosen females, I could use Mary, and she is 61 years old. So I would write down my first person is 61 years old. You do not have to record all of their names. As you go through, some of them will be harder to tell than others, and some will be clearer than others will be. We have down here Eaton, and Eaton is a male name, most likely. And if we look at the age, it's 1-4. And if we go back up here, that means that they were 1 year, 4 months old. If there is Charles down here, is only 3 months. So that's no years, 3 months. So that would go as in the 0 to 4 year age bracket. So you're going to record the ages of 100 individuals. Now, one of the things that they do occasionally that you have to be careful of is sometimes they will throw in some dates that are out of order. So if we can find one very quickly here. All right, so you'll notice that right here they threw in a December 1866 date. Make sure you don't use that. You only want to use the dates that come from 1867. So you're going to record 100 individuals, all of the same gender, with their age, and that's what you're going to collect from this particular year. You would then follow the directions, go to the right volume, and go to the correct page and collect 100 individuals of the same gender that you just did in the other year. And those are the data that you are going to use for your project.